What's up, guys? Today we're going to be reacting to Henry Cejudo versus Song Yadong, where the fight ended in controversy, where the fight ended by technical decision due to a knife hook by Song Yadong. Now, I'm going to be showing how the whole fight played out and what the ref should have done and what Henry Cejudo should have done. So first, we're going to get into the sequences of the events that happened. All right, so in this first image right here, we see the eye poke from Song Yadong, right? As Henry Cejudo is coming in, Song Yadong extends his arm with his fingers out, and both of Henry's eyes is poked, man. So this is the first. This starts in the third round, and I believe in the second minute of the third round. After this, the ref stops it, and he gives Henry Cejudo 5 minutes to recover. So he sits down. uh, He starts cheering up the crowd a little bit. The crowd starts booing him. He sits down. He starts laughing. At this point, I'm thinking, all right, I think he's just joking. I didn't really think he was that badly hurt from his eyes because he was sitting down. He was laughing. He was smiling. He was taunting the crowd a little bit. Before 5 minutes go, the full 5 minutes, and the full 5 minutes are up. The ref tells Henry, "Are you ready?" So the round starts, and Henry kind of looks like he doesn't want to fight back. He starts trying to get away from Song Yadong. Song Yadong comes out aggressive, chasing him around. And the round ends, and he sits on his stool. He goes back to his corner, and here's what happens next.
No, I know, but I can't see, man. He's blurry, dude.
Alright, so at this point, we know it's serious, man. I thought he was joking, but when he went back to his store and told his corner that he couldn't see, I knew it was he really couldn't see, right? I knew he wasn't trying to find a way out. I don't honestly. I think most of the fighters in the UFC, and this type of a level, I don't think they quit. I think at this top level, like you get here with your toughness, right? So I'm pretty sure Henry wouldn't be the type of fighter to quit. You know, he's been world champion. I feel like that's not his mindset. So at this point, Henry Cejudo asks his corner to go get the doctor. The doctor comes in. He tells the doctor he can't see. The ref comes over, and the doctor tells him that Henry cannot continue. So what the ref does is he starts the fourth round for some reason. He says that the the fight has to go over 2 rounds for it to be now considered a technical decision, which I don't think he knows how to count because we were in the third round. He could have done it at the end of the second or even at the end of the third. So now, okay, so he starts the fourth round and he ends it immediately. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but the ref ends it immediately. He tells the judges to get their scorecards ready, and we go to the scorecards, and Song Yadong wins by technical decision. But now my problem with this situation is that Henry took the full 5 minutes to try to recover, in which in these 5 minutes he could have went to the ref and said, "Hey, I cannot continue." Okay, so instead of Henry Cejudo taking the full 5 minutes to try to recover, what Cejudo should have done is went to the ref, told him, "Hey, I still cannot see." The ref would have brought the doctor in. He would have done the test on Henry Cejudo, and Henry Cejudo either won by disqualification or the fight would have been counted as a no contest. But because Henry Cejudo took the full 5 minutes and said, "Yes, I am good to continue," he had no right to say that he cannot see. That eye poke is no longer in effect. That foul is no longer in effect. Now, for the eye poke, a point should have been taken away, man. I'm tired of these refs letting these fighters get away with these eye pokes. I'm going to see that Dana also allows the fighters to get away with these eye pokes. I truly do not understand why refs are not taking points away from the fighters. The fighters now just cheat and get away with it. How many times can I kick you in the balls and get away with it? That can be part of the fighter's game plan because they know that the referee's not going to take a point away. Imagine I could poke a fighter 3 times in the eyes and win a fight like that. Like when Chris Weidman did it. Bo did a freaking combination and threw some eye pokes in there and did not get disqualified, did not get a point taken away. When is enough enough? We're gonna see it. Bailiff's excuse on why the ref did not take a point away, and this is really bad.
Okay.
Dana, over here. Obviously, eye pokes have been a problem for many, many years. You tried to solve them with new gloves, and they're going to be in the sport. But like a significant eye poke like that, do you believe a point should have been taken?
So another thing about the gloves, right? We brought in the new gloves to try to prevent eye pokes. It didn't work. A lot of fighters were complaining that you can still extend your fingers. They were uncomfortable. They felt cheap. And then they bring the old gloves back. The old gloves back that supposedly were the reason for the eye pokes. The eye pokes still happen. Nothing changes. No, they don't change the rules. They don't do point deductions. Something needs to change.
It's intentional. If you thought he intentionally poked him in the eye, do you believe it was intentional? Yes? Why would he poke him in the eye? He was doing pretty well. If he was getting his ass whooped and poked him in the eye, you could probably make the argument. But you're not sure it wasn't intentional.
No, it didn't.
What's your last name? Cejudo?
So
Over here thinks it was an intentional eye poke.
this is terrible from Dana White. He only believes a point should be deducted if it's intentional. How are you going to tell me if it's intentional or not? Is making the reporter look stupid for not knowing if it's intentional or not? I can surely make it look like it's an accident, man. How about if I poke you in the eyes 5 times and I say it's not intentional? Say if it's not intentional. No, if the eye poke if the eye poke is severe enough, if fouls happen multiple times in a fight, a point should be deducted. I get one warning, right? But at the second time, take a point away. These fighters cannot keep getting away with these fouls. With the eye pokes, with the nut shocks, with the grabbing of the fence, which is even way worse. Happens way too many times. But only if it's intentional, according to Dana White. The point should be taken away. How many times can a fighter do it before it stops becoming unintentional? So yeah, guys, let me know what you think, because how many times can a fighter foul before the point gets taken away? I say one warning, even though they get a warning in the back. But it's a fight, right? It's a fight. That's the thing. It's a fight, right? Things can happen, right? How we're gonna see Henry Cejudo's response, and we're gonna see the damages to his eye too. For those people who saying that Henry looked for a way out, I think these top level fighters they got to the top of the UFC not because they have a quitter mentality. I really don't think so, man. So I hate when fans say, "Oh, he quit. He wanted a way out." I really don't think so. You don't do it. I don't do it. But they're the ones that got to the top. So this is Henry Cejudo's eye. It looks pretty bad. Um, for those people that are saying that he was looking for a way out, I don't think so. That looks pretty bad. And I'm gonna show y'all a video he put up on his Instagram.
What's up, my people, my fans, and all my haters? Jesus, guys, I didn't. We wanted to finish the fight, man, and I think, obviously, I got poked in the eye with 2 damn fingers. And typically, like when I get poked, like I'm good. You know what I mean? The same reason why I was smiling or whatnot. But after those 5 minutes were up, I still couldn't see anything. Or it's not that I couldn't see anything; it's I was seeing double. So I just got back from the hospital right now, and I don't even know the term of it. Diplopia. Diplopia is when you get tissue damage in your eye, and you pretty much freaking scratch your retina where you're able to like to see doubles. Um, and it's unfortunate, dude. Did Song do it intentionally? No, but should there be a point deducted? 100%, man. I think it's like basketball, dude, where there's technical fouls. Like if you travel, dude, it's still technical. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that the UFC could maybe allow replays for things like that, and then the referee can make a decision whether whether it would if it wasn't intentional or not. I mean, the dude like does. As a fighter, one of the first things that the referee says when they go in the back is like, you cannot stick your fingers out like that. And I think the warning's already set before the fight. I eventually got fucking poked with two fingers. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, dude. Honestly, I thought if I was gonna recover, the same reason why, because I know how the MMA crowd is. So I was like, hey guys, give me some time, Like I'm gonna feel better. Like this, like my eyesight's gonna come back. And by the time the 5 minutes were up, dude, I was kind of like in the pressure. I was like, dude, well, maybe I even asked the dude, like, how much time do we have on the clock? And I think he said 1 minute and 16 seconds or whatever. Or my friend has said there's 1 minute and 16 left. And I'm like, well, maybe I can rough this out. But then one Song came and he got that 5 minute break. And I'm just like, man, I saw four arms, dude. It's unfortunate, dude. I think there's a lot of things that maybe we could do as an MMA. It's not Song's fault, dude. I'm not pissed at him. But I will say this for Jason Herzog, dude. I'm curious to talk to you, man. Like, got kicked in the balls a couple times, and then eye poked. Like, bro, like, something has to be done. And then I think as referees too, we could also learn. But I also think for the UFC, maybe there should be something where, where there is a replay, where the referee's able to see the replay and say, all right, man, there's one, even if it wasn't intentional, it's still done. You still cannot do this.
So obviously, right, he's right, man. There should be a point taken away. There should be replays. I thought we had replays before. Somebody correct me if I'm not wrong. We used to have replays. Referees to be able to look at the replays. I'm not sure if they still have them, but at a certain point, a point should be taken away because fighters cannot keep getting away. I think Henry Cejudo did the right thing in not continuing because if the fight is that close and now you're saying double, like you're not only at risk of getting knocked out, you're at risk of losing your eye, like Matthew Bisping did. So I think he did the right thing. I think he did the wrong thing, as in taking the full 5 minutes and still continuing, because it could have been turned into a no contest or a disqualification. I don't think it would have been turned into a disqualification simply for the fact that the point wasn't taken away. So I think to summarize the whole thing, I think the UFC needs to make sure these fouls don't continue happening, that they penalize the fighters when the fouls are more than two times, more than once. Because the first one should be a warning, and the second one should be a point deduction. Fighters cannot keep getting away with this. I think the eye poke wasn't intentional. To be clear, Henry Cejudo looked pretty sad at the fact that it ended the way it ended. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to do it like that. There's no reason, right? But yeah, man, the new gloves didn't work. I think the next step is to implement rules to have point deductions, man, because they're only fair. Yeah, yeah. You guys, let me know what you think about the fights, about how the situation should have been handled. And this video is kind of late because I do have to work, unfortunately, on Sunday. So this is the only time I get to record this video. I feel like this video was better than the previous videos. I am getting better, I feel like. Thank you guys for sticking around. Yeah, see you at the top.